Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time watching me, welcome. This video is my most recent pre-order haul from Lavender and Speckles. Lavender and Speckles, I've had this order for, maybe a little bit over a week, but this is the first time I've had a chance to sit down and film. This is the pre-order from May. This was actually the Roadshow. The Roadshow, if you are unfamiliar with that, there were 3 vendors, Lavender and Speckle, Second and Spruce, and Knowles Farm Scents that coordinated and spread out their pre-orders all on the same day. It was a Friday, about half an hour apart, I would say. And some of us ordered from all 3. Some of us picked a couple or one, or some of us didn't participate in those pre-orders. But why I wanted to do this video is some of these blends are going to be, I think, at least a couple of them are going to be on Beth's pre-order next Saturday, July 13th. And why I'm saying that is she has so many blends on her list. If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, she's posted it in her on her Facebook group, and as well as Lavender and Speckles' website. Go on and check them out. Another thing is I did collaborate with Beth this month on the strawberry sampler, and I'm not going to talk about that sampler in this video. I'm going to do a separate video just for the strawberry sampler in case someone wants to watch it and, you know, not be tied to watch the haul and all those things. So I'm going to do that strawberry sampler. I'm going to film it coming up this weekend sometime. I'm going to shoot for tomorrow or Sunday. Saturday, we're going to be gone all day. Fun day up in the nature and wilderness. So that's what's coming for me. But just sit back and relax. And here's my haul. I didn't go too crazy, but I will say everything I ordered is in Beth's new olive oil formula wax. I haven't had a lot of it. In fact, I only had a little cup, which I don't have. Do I have a cup in here? No, I don't. But the little condiment cups that a lot of vendors use for their samples. She, in my last pre-order, which I think was March, maybe she's been doing about every other month, February or March, around there, when she was, when she felt comfortable sending out those samples to introduce that formula, I got a little one of the what was the scent? It was the number 71, the macadamia and vanilla Sol de Janeiro, which is actually in one of these blends here I'm going to talk about. I warmed it, and I am getting fantastic throw from that olive oil wax. So I decided to go ahead. Even though I have Beth's harder wax, I think it's a Parasoy blend, I'm not sure. I have only have that, and I get great performance from it for the most part. Some bakery blends I do struggle with. So I'm really excited to see what all of her blends do, all her different categories of blends do with this wax. So I just wanted to say that first before we get in here. I did get a handful of tubs and then all souffles. I didn't get any shake bags this time or any, I did get a loaf. I'm lying. There is a loaf in here of something that I used quite a bit in my customs. My customs are done, and Beth is shipping them on Monday the 8th. She would have shipped them earlier this week, but being that the holiday, the mail's closed, she didn't want it to sit over, you know, night on trucks or all that stuff. So she's going to ship it next week. So my customs video will be coming sometime next week, maybe a couple of weeks from now. So stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and get into the wax. We do have one little sample in here, cotton candy. I usually do my samples last, but this is just one little sample in cotton candy. I like Beth's cotton candy. It actually, it's really, to my nose, it's not as super sickeningly sweet as a lot of other cotton candy oils out there. This has a very, I don't want to say it's bakery-like, but it has almost a little bit of a vanilla part to it that countersets some of that sweetness that cotton candy can get. So this is really good to know because I did sign up again for customs, like I know a lot of you guys did. I'm going to use cotton candy in some of my blends because I really like this one. That's great. So samples a lot of times introduces us to stuff that we would never have had before. Now, before I go ahead and get started, each order comes with your invoice of everything that's on here. Mine's 2 pages. Sometimes it's been 3 or 4, not with this vendor in particular, but just in the past. And in today's, box, there is a little wax melting instruction, not flyer, but you know, just a little tidbit of information here. And she does say about her loaves, tubs, and souffle cups. The olive oil formula is super soft and easy to remove the desired portion with a simple plastic butter knife. It is soft. It is a softer texture. It's not as soft as Teddy Bees or Second and Spruce, but it is soft, and I think it holds a little bit more of a fragrance load. That might not be true, but to me, as a consumer, it seems to. And on the back here is a picture of Beth and Matt, her husband, and the thank you with one of their biblical quotes on here. So that's that. And then we have a little business card here. Lavender and Speckles is owned by Beth Wilson from Rogersville, Alabama, before I forget to say that. And then this is a new addition this time. This is a sticker. I love Jesus, chickens, and wax, because Lavender and Speckles are Beth's chickens. So if you didn't know, that's what Lavender and Speckles means. So here we go. Okay, some of these blends I've had before and some are new to me. This first one is a repeat purchase, and I should have got a bigger size of this. This is Angry Sea. So Angry Sea is so strong, first of all. I have this in a shape bag I bought several months ago, and I warmed it exclusively downstairs in my kitchen in my tea light and my hot plate warmers, and it lasts all day. It's such an addictive, intoxicatingly fresh blend. I love it. The notes of Angry Sea: black amber, lavender, plum, sweet florals, ozone, and notes of vanilla and amber. That's a lot going on here, but this is a gorgeous blend. I don't remember, you know, I think Beth has 130 or 140 blends on her list for next week. And I looked at them and I do not remember a lot that's on there, except for a handful. I don't remember if Angry Sea is on there. Just taking this out to show you, this is a regular souffle like other vendors have used. But this here, it's really hard to describe, but it's fresh, it's clean. It's got a little bit of a fruitiness to it, but it's not fruity, it's not bakery, it's not earthy, it's fresh, it's clean. It's kind of like, it's a little bit of aquatic powderiness, if that makes sense. But this one is tough to describe, so better just leave that alone. This next one here is one of my top, if not my top fragrance from Beth. But this one has some competition because her new coffee blend, Afternoon Jolt, OMG. Boy, is that a beautiful scent. It's gorgeous, strong coffee and French toast and caramel. And I definitely use that in my customs. And there's one of my customs on the list for next week called Spicy Jolt, which is Celtic moon spice, Afternoon Jolt, and zucchini bread. So if you like coffee and those blends, those oils, give that one a try. It's fantastic. I already know it is, because Afternoon Jolt is the best coffee blend I think Beth offers. So this one is pine cones and beach marshmallows. So this one I've had multiple times. Whenever this is offered, I buy this in usually a big shape bag. They're $15.50, the big shape bags. But I have about 2 or 3 big shape bags and a couple of smalls. So I decided to just get a souffle with this. This is roasted pine cones, vanilla birch, and marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, and s'mores, which is her take on beach nights. She calls her beach nights beach marshmallow. She had to rename some of her blends, you know, just like some vendors eventually do. What I get with this one here is this, on cold, you can heavily smell the pine cone. But when this hits the heat and this starts to throw, the beach nights beach marshmallow this is a gorgeous blend. It's a sophisticated, classy. I had this, the first time this scent really captured me, it was last year. I think it was right before Christmas time, or it was last year late, and I put something in my warmer, and I came upstairs, and I was working for several hours, and when I went back downstairs, I smelled it coming down the stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs I thought, what is this? What is this? It's such a gorgeous scent. And I had to think about for a minute, what did I put in? And then I realized I put in this pine cones and beach marshmallow, and it's has had my heart ever since. And pine cone is such a versatile, woodsy, not too piney, but a creamy, woodsy blend. And it blends beautifully with a ton of stuff, as you guys are seeing. And this is one of my top blends. I know a couple of you have told me you've tried this one because of me. I hope you enjoy it. I know a lot of us out there like this one. I try just about everything that has beach marshmallow in it because I love Beth's Beach Nights. It's a softer take on beach nights. It's not as salty or heavy in the driftwood or a little bit more sharp to the nose as some other vendors' beach nights are. And I mean, there's only one vendor whose beach night I don't like, but this is different. Just like Beth's Palo Santo oil is different, and some of her coffee oils are different, and this cotton candy is different. She has a beautiful touch with her blending and her throw, in my opinion. So that's pine cones and beach marshmallow. Next, so those two were repeat purchases. This next one here is Dreamy Pine Cones. And I had to get this one because this is just simply roasted pine cone and beach marshmallow. Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. This is Dreamy Marshmallow Clouds, which is Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds blended with roasted pine cones. So I love Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. She uses it quite frequently in a lot of her blends. You'll notice sometimes she throws in Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds with her beach nights and something else. And one of my favorite beach night blends is Beach Night Cookies or Beach Marshmallow Cookies, which has cookies, Sugar Cookie Royale, I believe, a Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, and then her beach marshmallows. So she throws it in everywhere she gets a chance. This is Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds with a little sprinkling of that delicious creamy pine cone. Ah, so good. I love this. I love that one. I'm so glad I got that. I'm getting a lot of pine cone stuff for fall. I have pretty much all of my, I just spent the month of June warming a couple of vendors. I did Dessa and I did Lavender and Speckles. I warmed nothing but, except for a couple of blends, I warmed exclusively those two vendors. So I am going to be filming this weekend the Lavender and Speckles portion of my June empties. And I have got through quite a bit. I've put a significant dent in my collection, which was what my intent was when I decided to just melt exclusive vendor. I have my feel of pine cone blends for now, so I'm going to taper back this summer and then pick it back up in the cooler months in the fall into winter. But pine cone can be warmed any time of year. It's such a versatile, delicious scent. Next, this is Strawberry Yoo-Hoo. Now, Strawberry Yoo-Hoo, I wasn't going to get this one, but I saw so many of you rant and rave about this one, so I put it in my cart. This is Strawberry Milkshake, Sweet Milk, and Sweet Strawberries. So I absolutely love strawberries, hence why I worked with Beth on the strawberry sampler. Strawberry Yoo-Hoo. I've never had Strawberry Yoo-Hoo. I remember Yoo-Hoo when I was a kid, but I've never had the strawberry version of it. I don't really even think I've had a lot of strawberry milk in my life, but I'll live vicariously through this wax. So what I'm smelling in here is just sweet strawberry, creamy sweet strawberry, kind of like strawberries and cream. This is nice. I'm glad I got this one. Oh, I can't wait to chop this up and get this going because I can just imagine once this warms up, just being enveloped in this creamy, delicious strawberry. This is a gorgeous scent. It's yummy, very creamy, very rich. Strawberry Yoo-Hoo. I did want to say before I forget, for Beth's pre-orders, since Beth has just been gaining momentum all the time, every month, every pre-order, she does have a window of time where she wants to stay open, but last time she had to close the soonest that she's had to close ever since she opened. So if you want to order, get on when she opens and get your order in, because then, like me last time, I thought I would have a little bit more time to get my order in, but I think Beth closed within a couple of hours. So I had to make my order, got it in, and she closed. And that's just the way it's probably going to be for Miss Beth. So make your list. It's posted, and just be on when it opens. That's the only advice I can give you for that. Next one. This, I think this one was Miss Candace Stallings' custom. This is key lime sugar cookies and strawberry pound cake. So this one is tart key lime, buttercream, sugar cookie royale, and pie crust. I love the pie crust. Plus strawberry pound cake. So Candace loves key lime and she loves strawberry, and she actually had a custom or a request with another vendor that I'm well familiar with, that is key lime and strawberry, that I've had before. So this one, I had to grab this too, to see Beth's take on this. And also, sorry, my eye is itching. We were outside today and the dirt's rolling around. It hasn't rained here in a little while. So key lime and lime blends are tough in my home because of my husband. He doesn't really care for lime. But I've never had Beth's lime before, and I had to take a chance on this, and I'm glad I did because I smell the creamy. This is very creamy. This is kind of like lime jello that's mixed with Cool Whip, like that creaminess that you get from lime. It's not jello, but just for, imagination purposes, something that's creamy. I really like that. I smell the cookie in here, a little bit of strawberry pound cake, not too much. The buttercream and that pie crust. Oh, this is a good blend. But the key lime is definitely at the forefront of this scent. Great job, Candace, on this one. Candace doesn't always watch YouTube videos, so if she is watching by chance, great job on this one. Okay, come on, get in the bag. You can see on here kind of a little bit of the smudginess maybe in there. So this does smudge, this olive oil formula, just because think about olive oil and how oily it is. I have went through a giant Costco-sized bottle of olive oil in 2 months, so I know it's oily. Okay, this next one. Strawberry Bakery. Strawberry Bakery. I wasn't going to get this one, but I figured, why not? Get the strawberry. I didn't really have a lot of strawberry stuff from Beth other than strawberry musk. This is sweet strawberry, white cake, and sugar cookies. So I'm not a huge white cake fan. It doesn't really smell like much to me, but I thought with the strawberry, because I know there's strawberry and white cake oil, but I thought blended with the sugar cookies, I wanted to see what this was like. Let's see. This is really good. You smell that rich sugar cookie. I don't know if this is sugar cookie royale or if this is just a sugar cookie dough, but I really smell that whipped cream and the white cake with a little bit of strawberry, something that some people are probably eating today. It is the 4th of July today. No parties in my house or my family this year, I should say, but I'm getting ready to go down and whip us up some burgers and some asparagus. So that's what we're having tonight with some coleslaw, I should say. Train's gonna go by. But this smells so good. It's rich, it's creamy. Oh, I can't wait to get this one too. I'm gonna have to put some of these in my shopping box for next month to experience these beautiful strawberries. Now that strawberries are at the tail end of their, in season. I bought some strawberries at Costco last week, and I really wasn't impressed with them. They've lost that lusciousness that's there in May and June. So this next one is tobacco, flour, and honey. Now this one here is part of her, what does she call it? The premium line or the luxury line, where her oils are a little bit more expensive, so she does increase the prices on those. She did offer a couple last time. I know she has, I think it's called Sophisticated, which is Angel Share. I didn't get that this time because I've smelled Angel Share and I do have a good bit of it in other vendors. So next time it's offered, I'll grab it because it's a gorgeous blend, and I can imagine that Beth knocked it out of the park because she's doing that left and right. This one is tobacco flour, raw honey, ginger, bourbon, vanilla, teak wood, and dried fruits. So I've had this, not this particular blend, but I've had tobacco flour from several other vendors, and I'm curious to see how Beth did hers, because sometimes tobacco flour is a little bit on the lighter side. It's not a killer strong oil, but with this bourbon, the teak wood, the ginger, I wanted to really see this one. Let's see. What I do smell is I definitely smell the tobacco flower. It's a little sweeter. It doesn't smell like regular tobacco or tobacco oils where you have that unmistakable sweet tobacco scent or like the scent of a cigar. It doesn't really smell like that. It has a little bit of those qualities, but it doesn't have that distinct tobacco scent, if that makes sense. I get a little bit of woodsiness from the bourbon, a little bit of sweet from the vanilla. This smells like if you have a tobacco shop, if you ever walked in, you're hit in the face with delicious tobacco scent. I love the smell of cigar. It smells like that smell is in the wind, and you're about 2 miles away, and you're getting, I know that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. You're getting a little bit of that scent, but it's not completely bam in your face. I hope that makes sense. It does smell like a tobacco scent. It has a woodsiness to it too, and I really like that. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this one, but I'm going to let this cure a little bit more just because it is on the lighter side, and I know that vanilla needs a little bit of extra cure time, so I'm going to let that one go just a little bit longer. I might actually whip that out in the winter time, to tell you the truth. Oh, this next one is strawberry musk and pine cones. So this one is the famous strawberry musk, which is strawberry pound cake and icy vanilla woods blended with roasted pine cone. Strawberry musk, up until I think last time, was her most popular seller every time. She seems to offer it every time. I don't know if it's on the list for next week. I would think it is, but I'm not sure if it is. Strawberry musk is... To me, I don't get very much strawberry pound cake from strawberry musk. It's mostly just icy vanilla woods, which is, it's kind of a little bit of a masculine scent. It has lavender. It has a little bit of masculinity, but it's not outright cologne, and it's not fresh. It's just it's a little bit of a mysterious woodsiness. I guess I could get the creaminess from the strawberry pound cake, but in this case I am getting the pine cone, and that delicious pine cone. So if you haven't smelled Beth's pine cone yet, try a blend or two. She's blending it with everything, so find one that you like what it's blended with and see what you like. See what you think. I mean, so this is strawberry musk and pine cones. Next, Palo or Palo and tons of vanilla. Palo Santo and tons of vanilla bakery. Vanilla crunch cake, vanilla birch, vanilla buttercream, and a hint of cinnamon spiced vanilla. So this one, I don't want to say this was my wild card, but this was a blend that I'm really trying to get the Palo Santo, because so many of you love the Palo Santo that Beth has, and I like it, but I'm not in love with it. And I know that a lot of you guys talk about this blend right here, so I thought I'm going to get it and I'm going to warm it, and I'm really going to give it a chance because I really want to see if I can get it that aha kind of a thing. Kind of like some of us had to get Palo Santo, at the first part, but the vanilla part with the Palo Santo, I really want to see if my nose and my brain gets it like some of you guys do. And like the Palo Santo sampler, I didn't buy that, and I want to see this one. This one's a challenge for me. I know it's silly. I'm probably the only one out there, but I wanted to just see what this one is like. This is, I'm smelling vanilla birch. I'm smelling a little bit of cinnamon spiced vanilla, which is just a delicate vanilla scent from Bath & Body Works. I get a little bit of Palo Santo. Beth's Palo Santo is different from any vendor that you've ever had before. So if you've never had her Palo Santo, it's a more gentle, softer take on some of the ones you might have smelled before. It definitely, to me, doesn't smell like the Bath & Body Works Palo Santo that a lot of vendors carry. And there are some that has the dupe of that, and there's some that has other varieties of Palo Santo. To me, this, if you've ever smelled the actual Palo Santo wood, it has a richness to it. This doesn't have that to my nose, but it also might be because I've never smelled her Palo Santo alone. I've only had it in blends. I've only had it with vanilla, pine cones, cinnamon spice donuts, all those ones. So I really haven't had a chance to really see what am I smelling. But in here, I'm smelling the vanilla bakery part of it, and I get a little bit of a woodsiness, but it's not a heavy woodsiness. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. Beth's Palo Santo, I'm not completely sold on it yet. And nothing against Beth, nothing against anything, because I've been buying from Beth consistently for almost a year. So, it's me and the Palo Santo. So, that's that. Next, this is Easter Basket Grass. This is cotton candy blended with honeydew and fresh cut grass. I love fresh cut grass blends. I haven't had any from Beth yet, so I thought I'm going to grab this one. And cotton candy. Let's see. I am getting extremely creamy melon, extremely creamy cotton candy, and just a little bit of grass. It's not, because I know grass can get very strong and it can overtake a blend very easily. So I like that Beth let the melon and the cotton candy be dominant with just a little bit of grass. Because, I mean, it's not Easter basket grass. It's not real grass, of course. But I think it's cute to add the grass in there. And you have the sweet of the jelly beans and the candies and all the stuff that's in Easter baskets. I really like this one. That one is I'm gonna have a fun time with that one. I have a couple more souffles here. This one I haven't smelled from Beth, but I have smelled this from other vendors. This is Pink Sugar Espresso. This is pink sugar and pie crust blended with strong espresso. Bath & Body Works had pink sugar and espresso as a candle last year or something, and some vendors are jumping on and trying to dupe it, or have, I don't know if there is a dupe oil out there, but I am interested in what this one smells like. This is very, very nice. I really like, so I will say, I did not pre-sniff these. I just unpackaged everything and took the craft paper, the packaging that's in this box, and I took it out with the garbage this past week, because I just trying to organize a little bit, and that's one less thing that I have to fit into the garbage bag. So, Pink Sugar Espresso, I really like that Beth added in this pie crust, because sometimes I think espresso, especially, I'm not talking coffee bean, coffee house, whatever. Espresso, you think about it, is much stronger than coffee. It's got more of the actual bean in the coffee, in the drink, than coffee bean does, because the water only spends so much time over the bean in coffee. But espresso, it really pulls out way more of that bean. So it's going to be more concentrated. So I like that she added not just pink sugar to espresso, but she added a little bit of extra creaminess and richness with that pie crust. Beth's pie crust, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. Beth's pie crust is the richest, creamiest, most luscious, fattening bakery scent I've smelled in a long time for pie crust. Pie crust sometimes can be sweet and salty and a mixture of both. This has like its own bakery identity to it. But I smell it in here, and I love it. Marries so well with the pink sugar to sweeten that up. It marries so well with the espresso. I like this. I think this was somebody's custom, actually, and it became a house scent. So bravo to whoever made this blend, because it's good. It's good. I actually think this was offered a couple of times in a row, because I didn't get it the first time around, and then a lot of you guys raved about it, so I grabbed it this past time. Okay, one more souffle. This is cotton candy and watermelon. So this one is cotton candy blended with watermelon, pink sugar, and a touch of salty sea air and smoky firewood. I don't think that's right, because I only remember this having cotton candy, watermelon, pink sugar, and salty sea air. Probably when she was making her labels, she inadvertently put of smoky firewood also. But maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Let's see. I'm not smelling firewood in here. Man, this is good. Cotton candy and watermelon. I'm really loving Beth's cotton candy, because it doesn't have that super duper sickeningly sweet sugar note to it that a lot of other oils have. And I know cotton candy, you guys love cotton candy. I'm not in love with cotton candy alone. I do like it in blends, but this cotton candy is creamy. That watermelon's creamy. The pink sugar is creamy. And a little bit of salty sea air. Watermelon and salty sea air are so good together. Like, they just complement each other. Think about if you like salt on your watermelon, which a lot of people are probably eating around the country today. I like salty watermelon electrolyte mix that I'm mixing with my water. I love salty watermelon. So it just makes sense that it works and translates well in wax too. Oh, I might have to add this to my custom list because, man, is that good. That is delicious. Yummy, 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 yummy. Okay. Okay, my loaf. Then I have my tubs, and then we're done. Pie crust. I got the loaf. I had to because, first of all, look at the size of that loaf. That's a big loaf. This is almost 16 ounces. I was talking to Beth about this a few days ago. This is almost a pound. This is amazing. Rich and buttery pie crust. This is an incredible. She hit the pie crust motherlode oil when she found this one. I'm going to take this out. This is the olive oil formula, which she only is pouring her loaves in. Oh, this is so good. This is better than any pie crust oil I've smelled from any vendor. First of all, it's an amazing blender. But second of all, it stands well on its own. You can warm it alone. It has a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of saltiness. You can smell the richness of the butter. This is so, so good. I have a lot of custom blends with pie crust in it. So this pie crust has stolen my heart, just like pine cones and beach marshmallows have. So, pie crust, my one and only loaf from Beth. Okay, next. This one, I think, if I remember right, she said this was her most popular blend last pre-order. This is Sugared Violet Beach Marshmallow. I did get one of these. This is a Sol de Janeiro Delicia Drench type. So that's vanilla orchid, sugared violets, and sweet sandalwood, and beach marshmallow. So just to show you the tubs, these are a little bit thicker than some other vendors that are using tubs out there. And the lid comes off nicely like this. This is very thick, heavy, durable plastic. So there probably aren't going to be many shipping cracks and stuff happen with this. But of course, you know, it could happen. But just, this is a very durable, tough plastic. So then in here, you see the beautiful white wax. Beth only uses white wax. This smells delicious. And I haven't tried to pop wax out of here yet because I'm not ready to chop these up. But all I did, if you heard that, I just pushed up on the bottom. And so this can rise up to the top now. And you can see how easily it's coming up there. So this smells so beautiful. This is beautiful. That vanilla orchid, sugared violet, sandalwood, and beach marshmallow, that beach nights. This is absolutely gorgeous. That sugared violet is beautiful. I'm so, so, so glad about that one. This next one is vanilla pine cones. Now, this one is the one I found when I ordered her pine cone sampler from several months ago. And I think she's offered it a couple of times. It's super duper popular. And yes, I like a vanilla scent. And I ordered a tub of a vanilla scent because this is a different vanilla. This one is described as sweet and creamy vanilla blended with roasted pine cones. So this one, it's got, now I'll show you what I did to release the wax. Just like that. That's all you have to do. So if anybody has dexterity issues or arthritis in their hands, just push up from the bottom and it should release that bond. So then you can even turn it upside down like this and smell it like this, which actually I'm going to do. This has rich vanilla. It's not vanilla extract. It's not bakery vanilla. It's a beautiful, sweet and creamy is what it is. I don't know if it's sweet cream or sweetened condensed milk or whatever this is, but it goes so beautifully with the pine cones. So beautifully. Next is lavender pine cones, which I had to order a big one of because I love lavender. This is sweet lavender, roasted pine cones, and marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, and s'mores. So basically lavender, pine cone, and beach nights. So this one is lavender, pine cone, and beach nights. I can smell them all in the same sniff. Once you know what Beth's Beach Night smells like, you can pick it out in any blend. But I love the lavender. I love the, let's see. Come on. There we go. I want to see what it smells like underneath. Oh, I can really smell the lavender underneath here. So, it smells so good. I'm going to have to chop this one up and use it pretty soon because I love that one. And finally, this is one, bless your heart. This is the sample that I had of the very first time I had the olive oil sampler. And there is a blend in the strawberry sampler that has bless your heart in it. So, and I have a few customs with this too because I absolutely love, I actually have the spray from Sol de Janeiro of this one. I absolutely love this one. This is toasted macadamia and caramel, which is Brazilian Crush 71 with beach marshmallow and white cake. So that beautiful, rich, luscious macadamia nut and vanilla and caramel with beach marshmallow and white cake. Oh, it's so good. Let's pop it and see. There we go. Oh my God. Sorry, but gosh, I should say. This is rich, luscious. I can smell the cake in here. I can smell the beach marshmallow. I can smell that caramel, that macadamia nut. It's a warm fragrance. It's kind of, it's not warm vanilla sugar, but if you smelled warm vanilla sugar, how it has that warmth that you can smell and you can feel the warmth. That's what I get from that. So we talked about everything, and that's the end of my video. So stay tuned, as I said earlier, with my strawberry sampler video. I will be filming soon. And good luck in the pre-order if you are participating, and I'll see you soon.